Hello guys, nice to meet you all. I'm having a live stream on here right now. I just hope then every one of you can listen to me. I hope you just do likes and then ask me any question about why I hate 2020 and why I hate this year too. And you know something? I am praying I want to go back to the 2010s because they will at least subtle compared to the hell that's going on right now. I'm just, I don't know why this has to be this way. Everything that's going on with this world it's not right for me anymore. No, and I don't think it's right for anybody anymore. No. You know, it's funny because let me tell you, I have a lot of things in my mind. I like nostalgia, I like anything, but even as a person who likes it, I could say that the past year and this, it's just causing so much stress on me. It's causing so much stress on my family. It's causing stress on everybody that I'm just almost close to losing it. You know, I don't know what to do. You probably don't know why, but no, it's funny actually because back on 2020 on January 1st when the new years came, I thought it was just going to be the same. I thought it was going to be the same as the 2010s, just making sure that everything goes smoothly, but no. Oh, no. No. Just when I think that anything was going to be fine, it went horrible. It went absolutely horrible on everybody's part. Because beginning for Space Post, the pandemic hit. The entire pandemic hit. And it sucks. It totally sucks right now. Going through this pain, being locked up in our houses, just for an extended period of time, keep on washing our hands, and even bleaching our hands. I don't know if that could help, or even using hand wipes or anything. I don't know what, but it also sucks. Also, putting on masks when we had to go out to go shopping, or like that's the most stupidest thing. Yeah, but I mean, hello, knock. We all get. It doesn't matter how much we had to keep our masks. We're gonna get germs anyway if we keep breathing in our masks. It's gonna affect us more than spreading it to any other people. Okay, I'm just saying out loud. No, we couldn't go to upper shops anymore. We couldn't go to restaurants anymore. We keep holding food and holding toilet paper. Like, really? Do you really think that toilet paper is the most vital thing in the world right now? Do you really think that's gonna happen? Well, no, it's not. Not. No, as I said before, we couldn't go to restaurants anywhere. Not even in the world. Anyhow. And what's worse is we couldn't go to the movies anymore. And it totally sucks. I mean, when 2020 started, do you know the last hit movie that were in theaters? The Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And that had, and before that, Bad Boys for Life. And both of those movies had a lot more money than all the movies that came out streaming. I swear to God. I mean, look at Croods too. Sure, it did very well overseas, but didn't do well in America. Look at Tenet. Sure, look at Christopher Nolan's Tenet. It did well overseas, but it did not work here because not pandemic. We can never go to movie theaters anymore. I miss going to movie theaters. And so we had to stream them at home, which will cost much more money than we ever expected. It also had a bad effect on me, too, but me and my family, because living on cable, we don't have much to go on. We cannot cross the border anymore. We cannot cross the bridge to get what we want anymore. Now we have to take ferry rides and all that. And my friend Mike, he has to take ferry rides as well. And now I don't know how, but I couldn't even go and have fun anymore. I cannot go to Machias anymore because I can't cross the bloodback bridge. It's because they had to do a lockdown. I can't even go on vacations anymore. In fact, back in August last year, my dog Ellie, she got sick once, and my mom and dad had to take her to the hospital. And I had to stay there for a few days. They got back home, but they couldn't go back to our house. No, because of all the restrictions, they had to do a 2-week quarantine. And it was living hell for me, my sister, my brother, my grandma, and my nephews. We didn't have a parent around. We didn't have a mom and dad to help us out with our family. We were struggling here. I was on the verge of a breakdown here. So, and perhaps my sister was on the verge of a breakdown too because there were no parents allowed to help us out. It was a nightmare. It was really hard for me. Way more hard for my sister, of course, because as you know about my sister, she went for I don't want to go on much of the details, but she's trying her best to raise her 3 boys. Even though I don't like her as much as she does, and as much as she doesn't like me either, we tried to be there to support each other. Me and my family tried to support each other, and all because my sister has 3 boys, and even though sometimes I always grin my teeth whenever they scream, they're still my family. I always had to be the good uncle to take care of my 3 little nephew boys. It's tough, but someone has to deal with it, even for me. Of course, on top of that, my job is always a little bit stubborn. I don't know my jobbing schedule or something. I don't know if I'm supposed to go on foot. See, I work in freight, but I don't know what time or what day or whatever it is because of all this pandemic crap going on here. Yeah. But it wasn't it. No. More stuff happened. A lot of celebrities died. They totally did. It's just kind of a surprising thing in 2020. Like some of our best people that we know about just died. Like take a look back in January. Remember Kobe Bryant? He was a great basketball star. Guess what? He and his daughter died in a plane crash. It was a tragic thing. I mean, there was this guy. He was great in basketball. He had a little thing going on in 2003, which I don't want to go. But he made up for it. He was beloved by everyone. But somehow the plane, I don't know what happened, but the plane has gone over something that we don't know all about. But maybe the pilot was drunk or something. I don't know. But he and his daughter both died. It was a tragic loss. It was a lot. There was a lot of heartbreak, a lot of sorrow for him. And you pick the. Oh dear, that's terrible. I hope it doesn't happen to any other people. But no, it got worse. A lot more people died. Like Sean Connery. And it's really, I don't know why. Yeah, they had to take. But wait, I mean, this is the guy who gave us. He was the guy who was James Bond. He was an amazing person. But he died in old age. I don't know what kind of diagnosis that's, but it was terrible. And then we had Naya Rivera from Glee. She died when drowning. That's so. Yeah, that was a shame too to have her gone. I mean, I definitely I don't watch the show, but I like the music on that show. I really do. At least the music was much more better. No, and even I did say that her loss was really terrible too. I'm going to. And then, I am not a Marvel BITC or whatever, or a DC BITC or whatever. I like both Marvel and DC. And another Black Panther, the guy who played him, Chadwick Boseman, he died. He died from cancer. I mean, I didn't even know he had an illness. None of us knew that he had an illness. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Black Panther was okay, but still, the effects on it were. Ugh. But I could say that his death, it put a lot of tube strings or whatever it is. I don't even know why I pick up at it, but it was really surprising. I think none of us knew that he had this kind of illness in here. A lot of people died on this view, and it's so surprising. Not only that, we lost Fred Willard, we lost Alice Trebek, we lost Regis Philbin. Man, it was a really, really tough time to see all about this. Like this died. Like it's like back in 2014 when we lost Marvin Williams, or back in 2016 when we lost a lot of people like Christina Grimley. I mean, she was a really nice girl, but she died during my age, and I just really don't know how to put that in the. Just, of course, there's also a lot of other problems going on with the world, like when like those female sports, a lot of girls were jogging. Of course, there were two biological boys who turned transgender and beat those two made a go at track racing. Now here's the thing. I may be Christian, and I do support gay people. I support people in color, and I even support transgender people. And I am not saying I am not making any prejudice to these kinds of people. I mean, I kind of like gays and trans and people in color. I am not prejudiced. Yes, I am not prejudiced against gays, trans, or black or colored people at all. But even I who support them can say that transgender people beating girls and track racing. Do we really want that to happen? I mean, why could they just do a different kind? I mean, why could they just let girls win track races? Girls need to win track races. They've been working really hard. They don't need to change when they look or become anything else. And this is not a prejudice against gays or trans. Okay, I do support them both briefly, but we cannot have them in everywhere now. No, don't get them on. I mean, don't get them on. It is done right with things like digital call. But of course, Disney wants to cram an Indo to shopping in there. It's weird. And speaking of this, was like Disney can never be quiet about anything, and then they're not. They always try to force their messages real deep into our systems here. Yes. They always want to talk about prejudice. They always want they say, "Oh, come on! Why could those people? Oh, why could they do whatever they want?" Well, we already have that. We already have that. I mean, we have Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games, and she was awesome. We have Wonder Woman. We have Michonne from Walking Dead, and Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. I mean, here's the thing, Disney. A lot of people have gone through these prejudices. Like, a lot of them have gone through. Well, we have moved on about it. But you, Disney, you haven't stopped teaching about it. You keep teaching about it over and over again, and we're getting so sick of it. I swear. And stop giving us all this Star Wars crap, okay? That's basically, people. The Star Wars sequel trilogy sucks. It totally sucks. Alright? I do have a soft spot for Force Awakens, but I hate Last Jedi. I hate Rise of Skywalker. I even hate the goddamn Han Solo movie. And we all know why that movie became a bomb. And let me tell you this. They made another big bomb. This is this deal. Artemis Fowl. It sucks hard. The worst thing ever. And man, you all gave Last Airbender a hard time. Well, this be the last Airbender to it. This is Jupiter it also be a Jupiter Ascending, as my good friend the Nostalgia Critic will say, Jupiter Ascending for kids. Boy, Disney, do you really have needs to go through? And let's not forget the crappy live action remakes. They also suck. I mean, face it, Disney, stop making these remakes, alright? Also, stop buying companies. It will never work. I know you guys are gonna bomb. You guys are gonna fall down in frequency for good. No. You can say whatever you like about the women in your remakes, but they're not good. The original Cinderella, She tried to get out. She tried to save herself. She doesn't just troll around her bedroom waiting for someone to help. Nala isn't a goal-centric woman. She was Simba's friend in the original. She was always fun-loving, and is also shocked that the person she thought was gone for good was still alive. Belle, and then we have Belle. In the remake, you say she's an eccentric millionaire who wants to change the world, but that wasn't the whole in the original. She was just someone who did something differently and didn't contribute to the norm. That was Belle. And of course, Mulan. The movie sucked. And not only that, you made Mulan terrible. In the original, I like the original Mulan. Because in the original, Mulan was perfect. She was just perfect the way she was. On us. She wasn't just doing she wasn't just doing it like you did like she made her in the original. She was just doing this to save her family. Even though she didn't she didn't know how to fight. That was a trait that everyone could follow in the original. But in the remake, no. You just took it all away in your remake. You just took it all away and made her and that answers the question, grow up perfectly, like how we make rip-offs. Yeah. And of course, the Mulan of the remake, she's even a worse actress than Hayden Christensen. I never probably would get that in a million years, but I guess Disney didn't care. They just didn't care. They just want our money. Money. You probably noticed that a few years back I don't like Disney rant or anything. No, but you know how I feel. Disney doesn't learn anything. They don't learn a goddamn thing. Even acquiring all the companies is around. And they should have just started Pixar and Puppets. Pixar and the Puppets. You see? But Michael Eisner was around, he acquired the Puppets. And it was fine. But Bob Iger was around, he got Pixar. It was fine. But of course, Iger got greedy, and he saw all the money, all that sweet, sweet money. So what did he do? He acquired Marvel. He took it away from Paramount on the company. Then he bought Star Wars. He took it away from Fox. And then he took all of 20th Century Fox, and then made it 20th Century Studios. Bob Iger, if you're listening, stop acquiring companies. It does not work that way. Yeah. Yes, it's really tough too. But what's even more tough was the presidential election. I don't know why it was this, but it was kind of it hit me hard. It hit a lot of people hard. For the past few days, I was dumbstruck with all of this. Now, I may be right up new. I don't like Donald Trump either. No, but do you know how many wars he caused? 0. And I'm saying right now, he hasn't caused a single war. I mean, really think about it. When you look at all of our presidents before, had you seen them start wars? Yes, they did. But Trump, he didn't have a single war under his belt. He was just trying to help us out. He was trying to bring people together and all of that. Sure, I know that a lot of people don't like this guy, especially I do. But at least he's a better president than Biden. And I'm saying it right now. Look. Probably the Democrats must have rigged the votes or something. I don't care when, because the Democrats must have rigged it or something. Yeah. Sure. I know that you may think that Trump may have been a bad president. But but I'm telling you right now, he is a million times more better than Biden. Biden will do even worse than Trump could ever be in his lifetime. And all the way now, we just had floods, fires. There's just too many to count here. It's just. And don't give it started on Trudeau. I hate that man. He's the worst prime minister we ever had in our lifetime. He doesn't care about us. He doesn't care about anybody in Canada. He just wanted to do just like his father did, but he's doing it to an even worse degree. He really is. Do you think he even cares about Canada at all? No. All he cares about is a big fat paycheck. Right. I want to have Andrew Scheer as our Prime Minister now. Oh. I want to have Aaron O'Toole as our Prime Minister now because this guy, he's no Prime Minister at all. He's even worse. That's why I liked Stephen Harper back then. And Harper wasn't really a cool guy. But Trudeau, he just took it all away and made it terrible. Now I know that people may... Now I know that people see me with my family, they'll probably think that I should just leave. But I have no one else to go. I mean, my family, they're the only family I have. Me and my family, we need to support each other here. My whole island needs to support each other. We don't need the rest of the world telling us what to do. It's just really impressive. I mean, me and my island, we are struggling. We are struggling at the point. Oh, right. And I know this is going to be a tough thing for me to go. I don't see how my mom might see this and she'll be upset with me, but I need to have this all come out here. I'm just really stressed of everything that's going on, everything that's wrong with this planet. And I am okay with this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a few changes like Elliot Page becoming a trans person. That's good. But Jojo Siwa being gay, really Siwa, you had to go that route. It's just... It really is a tough time for me. And I bet it's a really tough time for all of you out there who's just shocked at everything that's going on with the past in the past year and this year too. Oh, but yeah. This is really a bad time for us right now. This is a decade that's making me pray to go back to the 2010s right now. I swear, I want to go back to the 2010s because these past 2 years are so hard for me. And 2021 hasn't even been finished yet. I know how a lot of you are suffering from this time, but it's really difficult for me too. And I just don't know how much this is going to be. And I don't know how long these 2020s are going to last, but I'm telling you, they're going to be... The 2010s are going to be the worst decade ever. And it'll make all of us pray to go back to the 2010s. And that's no joke here. It's just really surprising here. Oh. I mean, take a look at me, my family, and my home on Campbell Island. We are struggling, but we are doing the best we can. And I mean, sure. People may think of us as the unknown island that will need any support. But we're trying. We're trying hard to make a living here. Everyone here in my island is very supportive here. We do the best we can. We try hard. We try hard to support one of each other. No. Everyone here on my island, we're kind of like a family here. And we don't need anyone else around. And John Williamson, and he's helping. He's trying to help us out. Hopefully, yeah. But me and my island, we're supporting together like a family here. And I don't know how long this is gonna take. But we're gonna get through it. And that's why that pandemic vaccine, I'm not gonna take it, because I know they're just gonna put a microchip in there. I swear to God. They probably just waited for something. And I don't know. Me and my family, we're gonna stick. And these sometimes will be, these sometimes are really hard for us, but it doesn't matter. Me and my island, we stay together like a family. We're supportive of each other no matter what obstacle. Listen. Yes. And the Biden and the Democrats, I separate the votes. Seriously, Biden, you and the Democrats think you won on a fair side, but really, you make those votes. I don't Trump. I don't Trump. Even Trump knows there's something fishy is going on right here. A lot of people know there's something fishy is going on. Even Fox News is saying that. Yeah, they are. It's kind of a space surprise. Also, I want to give a spit out to Chadwick Boseman, Austin, Naya Rivera, Kobe Bryant, all those great people that we lost. This movie is sad that they're gone. But RBG, I'm not gonna get my condolences to her. She sucks. And yes, I know I'm gonna be flagged for this, but I don't care. I just need to get this out right now. It's just really stressful. A lot of this. Yes. Even my free load of views who sometimes get on my nerves, they're still my family, and my family is still supporting Liz and her boys. No matter what, it's good for me. It's gonna be a tough time for me in the 2020s. I don't know what the rest of this decade is gonna be like, but it's gonna be a hard one. It really is gonna be a hard one for everything that's going on here. It might end up in World War III, or we'll all be dead. I don't know what is going to happen, but it is scary. It is really scary. And last year, 2020, I just don't like it. I didn't like that year at all. No, I don't think nobody else liked that year, the pandemic is China's fault. China's the one who released the pandemic. It's their fault. China didn't care. They just wanted to see us suffer. And now the Democrats are taking over the White House. And I know I'm gonna have hate me on this, but I don't like the Democrats at all. I just don't. It really is just a stressful situation for anybody at all. But the Democrats taking over. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go reach on another wall again. And Trump, he hasn't done 80 walls at all. He hasn't caused a single wall to the planet. Look it up. He hasn't caused a war at all, and you'll be surprised about this. Yes. Oh, but let's not forget the riots that happened around here. Yes. There was a lot of protests going on in the street, and they need to stop. They need to stop right now. All right, because I am sick of all these riots that are going on this planet. And America is the worst. They're having protests 24/7. They never stop. No. And now the Democrats are defunding the police. Defunding every single policeman. And you know what Biden did to the military soldiers who supported Trump? He has them sleeping in the garage. I swear to God. Look it up. It's terrible the way that it's going. All this Black Lives Matter and Antifa crowd. This needs to stop right now. All right? This is not okay, and it never will be okay. It's just, it really surprises me how much this planet doesn't care about itself at all. Oh. Well, anything that's going wrong with this world, it's just really difficult for me. It's really difficult for my family. Really difficult for my family too. I just want our lives back. I want the world back to the way it was before 2020, before all of this. All right, something needs to change here. Biden's gonna be the worst president we ever had. He'll be like Trudeau. He would never care. The Democrats would never care at all. No, it'll just get worse and worse from here. And Disney, stop acquiring so many companies, all right? And you're ruining the business here. No. Oh, also, we opened the movie theaters. I don't care if anyone gets sick. We want to see movies in the movie theaters again. Well, I am sick and done with all these streaming channels and all that. Stop with the protests. No more protests on our streets, all right? Getting so sick of it. And everything else, I just really don't like what's going on. To hell with 2020, to hell with 2021, and to hell with the rest of the decade. All right, I'm just so sick and tired about all this. And I know you're all sick and tired too, but hopefully, maybe one day, hopefully one day there'll be a simple line, and I don't know if there's anything is gonna happen, but hopefully, maybe, just maybe, one day, we'll get our lives back. I don't know what it is, but we'll find. I know. Well, just hopefully that something good can happen with all this. I don't know if it gets good or bad or anything else, particularly when it's going to be a tough road. I just wish we could all get along and put this whole nightmare behind all of us. But these past few years, hoping that Biden will get impeached for some reason. I hope so. No, and I'm hoping that maybe one day, just praying to the Lord above that one day something will happen, and they'll be carried away and ready for this terrible nightmare, and hopefully they'll live a new life somewhere. I don't know when. I'm hoping that the rapture is going to happen this year or maybe next year, because anything that's going on, it sucks now. So yeah, I'm praying that the rapture will happen. Cross your fingers, hoping that will happen. So this is my rant. I hope you didn't like this, but I just gotta bring it out here. I just can't take so much stress anymore. If you're a fan of my channel, like and subscribe below. Oh, let me know what you think about it, and yeah, the voice a little dry, but I know how you feel. You're just like me, so hopefully we'll see better days. Well, this, if not, then pray for the rapture to happen, because I'm swearing it'll happen soon. Yeah. So, I'm Aaron Santel. I'll see you guys next time. Yeah. Oh, see ya.